names, photographs, and persons depicted on Fugitive Watch are presumed to be innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Hey, Mark H. Steve Verdeen at Fugitive Watch, Stolen 911. Look who the first comment is. It's Eastside Tony. He's already there. He's waiting.
All right, Eastside Tony.
He's stalking the comment. Tony saw me. Tony's watching me live stream the other day when I got raided by ICE.
Oh, is that right?
I was like, fuck. They kicked in the door. They kicked my stream off. The whole thing, man. It was, oh, my God. Horrible. I made some Idaho jokes, and they didn't like that, so they raided my house. Live. It was funny.
Good thing you weren't a firefighter.
I was reviewing I was reviewing the Highway Patrol's first podcast, Behind the Badge. Pretty funny. It's on there. I think that part's it just all of a sudden the stream just ends. Yeah. Hey, real quick, we got a bunch of stuff going on in San Jose. I want to show everyone. Let's see. If you go to my website, Stolen 911, you will see I've got a new case on there, and the new case is this San Jose car theft of this. Take Tony's comment off here. Got the San Jose car theft of a Honda Accord, and so this is a 2022 Honda Accord, Steve. It's relatively new car. There is a flaw now. If you have a newer Honda, anything from 2018 up to 2024, a keyless, like a push button start, so you just got a key fob. Right. Your car is very, very dangerous risk of being stolen.
Just
okay,
vulnerable, very vulnerable,
very vulnerable being stolen. So, real quick cap here. Many of us buy Honda for its reputation, reliability, security, but I need to warn you all about a serious and sophisticated new threat that's targeting these very cars. Thieves have figured out a new playbook that blends physical force with high-tech hack. Here's how it works. They first physically pop the door lock in a way that cleverly bypasses the factory alarm system. In the case of this Honda, the door lock is popped, and they can open the door without triggering any sort of alarm, okay? Once inside, they plug in a key programming device, a tool that's supposed to be for locksmiths, into a port under your dashboard. In just a couple of minutes, they created a brand new key and can simply drive away your car. And that isn't just theory. The exact method is currently unfolding in a crime wave here in San Jose, where a local community has been documenting a series of thefts from what appears to be a single active group. So basically, based on this one car, we've already found it. Here's, if you can see this image here, you'll see these guys are now stealing another car, and you can see our Honda, stolen Honda from the night before when it was stolen, being used as their car to target the neighborhood. And the neighborhood is that one over by Piedmont High School on the east side over there. So Eastside Tony, I don't know how east side you are, but Steve, some of that old St. Victor neighborhood over there. See, I know my neighborhoods in San Jose.
Yeah,
I was a cop for a long time, and that they're kind of hitting that area over there. So, if you see this white Honda move around, let's take a look at some videos of what's going on. I got a video here. I want to show you guys just of what this looks like. I'm going to tell you, this is going to show you how they're stealing these cars.
Criminals have realized that we have to get smarter.
While hot wiring still happens, police are warning of a high-tech way thieves can take your car.
The device they're using, they're not real cheap, they're expensive, so they're not a lot of them out there, but the crooks that have them, they work on all cars.
So he's talking about a device called an Autel device. Now that could be this programmer you can get from like $300 to $500 on Amazon, or you can get a jailbroken how did I say it? Say jailbroke Android phone, and you could download the software of these guys. In the case of our Honda, looking at the footage of it, it was stolen within 7 minutes of them popping that door lock. So they were inside on the street there, over there in Eastside Tony's neighborhood, stealing cars at 3:30 in the morning, and they got it away in in 7 minutes.
Here's how Houston police say some criminals are now trying to steal your vehicles. They'll smash through the window to open your car door, and that's so that they can get access to this, the OBD, which is usually under the steering wheel area of your car. Police say criminals are using a special device to hook up to the OBD so that your engine can start and they can just drive off with your car. But there is a simple tool you can use to help protect your vehicle from theft.
Just plugs in, push it on. Special key.
So what he's doing is he's putting
Sergeant
in
Tracy
a
Hicks with HPD
OBD lock, and this is a locking device. You can use another layer to kind of just slow people down. Maybe they'll see that and they'll back away. Maybe they'll defeat it, but it will take them a lot more time.
The Auto Theft Crime Task Force shows us how to use an OBD
Right? If you see a club on there, you just move on to the next car, right?
Yeah, right.
Generally, a lot of them sometimes.
port lock. He's urging all drivers to get one because when it comes to OBD ports,
everyone has one. They're all the same, so they're universal.
That means everyone is vulnerable. The locks fasten on in a matter of seconds, and don't worry, they won't break.
The Autel software doesn't have the key making capability for all cars, but the Hondas, the Toyotas, obviously the GMs and Dodge vehicles, Infinities, which are basically Nissans, those are very susceptible to this type of theft right now. But to think about it, how many people have Hondas from 2018? I have a 2019 CRV. It's totally susceptible to this. And then like this one's a 2022. And you know, this is an old school. This isn't Hondas back from when we were cops and we're collecting Hondas in the 90s and the 2000s. These old cars driving around from the 90s. These are newer ones, right? Up until a few years ago, people were just stealing the 2002 Hondas and older. Now they're starting to steal the new ones again because once they get this device, they can do that.
Yeah, those have always been real popular cars for car thieves.
Right.
The bank.
They range anywhere from $50 to maybe $150. And it's a real inexpensive device for a really nice peace of mind.
Ahmad Badawi with Danny's Auto Service says OBD ports have a direct connection to a vehicle's engine control module, or ECM, which manages the ignition.
The car's function is like controlled by the ECM in the engine. The ECM is like the brain of the car.
I don't know how many were stolen.
Though it's unclear exactly how many cars in Houston have been taken this way, police.
So this is a story we had from Houston, right? So here's my point. If you have a Honda on the east side or anywhere in San Jose, Milpitas, Fremont, stuff like that, your car has susceptible to this type of theft, okay? And like I said, this car was stolen. The Honda in the background there was stolen about a week ago. If you track, I know what I have. I have some, actually I have the ring footage of these guys, I think. Do I?
Those little locks remind me of the locks to that you can put on your lug nuts to keep people from stealing your tires.
Right. So here's actually the ring footage of these guys. That's our Honda in the background there, right? And now they're trying to steal another one. This is in East Side, right over there, off of Sierra, I think, by Piedmont High School, and they're trying to steal this other Honda. Now, I don't think they got away with this one or they got spooked or something, but that's our stolen one from the night before that they're using driving around. Now, it's not going to have the original plates on it. They're going to be switching the plates out at this point, and that's how they move around. This is around 3 a.m, and there's our guys. Tony, do you recognize them?
I used to live in that part of town, Mark, and
I remember
I had two of my vehicles stolen from my driveway.
Yeah, but they can do this in any neighborhood. I mean, you can, like I said, you can come down Morgan Hill, or you can come down to any part of San Jose. You're going to find newer Hondas around, right?
Right.
And some of these vehicles are being recovered. Other ones are being sold. They're generally selling them on Facebook Marketplace, usually to Spanish speakers. And a lot of times they're just taking cash for the vehicle. And then these people don't know they've bought a stolen car. Maybe they do. I don't know. But that's easy to figure it out. You all right?
Yeah.
Where's your partner at? Scott?
Oh, he's with Zorba the Greek in Athens right now.
Right.
Learning the dance.
So on Nextdoor, this is another one that was stolen. This is our stolen vehicle last night.
Okay.
They're doing the same thing. They're trying to steal other Hondas. And someone on Nextdoor last night posted this right there in that St. Victor neighborhood, right there over by the church. So something to think about, man. This is out there. And if you have a newer Honda, I would be very careful. Oh, I have a solution for you, though. I do have a solution.
Do you recommend the club, Mark?
I definitely recommend a club, but if you go to our post here on Stolen 911, you will see that I put a, didn't I? I thought I did. Yeah, I did. There's a little link here for a keyboard, key cloning lock, right?
Oh,
you
good.
Click on that link there, and then that goes to, shameless promotion here to my Amazon link, right? Which I'm an affiliate of.
Will that work?
Any money, hey, listen, any money you spend on my Amazon link goes to my fight against ICE raiding my house. All right.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna log on after the show and get myself one of those.
Tony said concrete guy should have been getting up to work at 3 a.m. He does look a concrete guy, doesn't he?
Will that work on a Dodge, on a Ram pickup?
Yeah, any OBD locks or ODB ports are pretty universal.
Okay.
So you should get one. You can get one for your truck, and your Dodge is susceptible to something like this. You have a key fob?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So definitely susceptible to something like that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So check it out. Stolen 911. Just Google that. You'll see it on there. All right, let's see what else I got here. Let me get rid of all this crap here so I don't get us all screwed up here.
Watch those words, those 4-letter words, Mark.
I said crap. I didn't say. I didn't say. I didn't say corn like Scott would use. I recommend. So Tony says he recommends the club for brake pedal clutch. The club for steering wheel can be easily bypassed through cutting the steering wheel. He's absolutely right, Tony. I got videos of me working in Oakland, and I recover the stolen Honda, 95 Honda, let's say, and I recover the car, and then in the back seat. And so the steering wheel of the Honda is sawed. It's cut. Okay. And in the back seat, I find the club because they defeated the club and just threw it in the back seat of the car, a week after the car was stolen. So he's right. You can easily defeat a club if you know what you're doing. But again, a lot of guys aren't equipped to do it. So they may just move on. It may just slow them down. So all these different layers may slow someone down.
It's just target hardening. You let them.
Yeah. Hardening the target.
Yeah.
Right.
Just let them go to the neck, go victimize somebody else.
Right. Okay. Another story in my wheelhouse is this would be my dream job if I was still in the Highway Patrol. When the Highway Patrol sends out their teams in Oakland Impact's what we used to call it. I don't know if they still do. So I was undercover, but I would get in my uniform and I would go work these overtime details where I would go with another patrol officer, get in a patrol car, and like 5 patrol cars would get assigned to patrol on East Oakland. And we did this to really kind of shut down crime, and it would work every single time. Did it for years, from the early 2000s up to the mid 2000s. Oakland, East Palo Alto, Hunters Point, Richmond. Anytime we did an operation like this to kind of help suppress crime at work. Well, now the governor has made a directive to the Highway Patrol starting yesterday, I think, or today, that they're going to set up this program. They're going to set up dedicated patrol cars just for crime intervention. So it's not, these guys aren't going to be out looking to write tickets like speeding tickets. Like, they're out there to find people that are committing crimes and take them to jail, and also to be used as kind of a uniform arm of the investigators, as kind of like some pit bulls. That's the way I could describe it. Right? So there's a story about it here. I haven't even seen the story yet, but I heard about it. A lot of my friends in the Highway Patrol will tell me about this. I think it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on here. As soon as I figure out how to do this.
CHP officers patrolling their cities, and Governor Newsom said it's all because of how well it worked here. Over the past 2 years, the governor has sent CHP officers to assist local law enforcement in places like San Francisco and Oakland, and he credits those surge operations with thousands of arrests and drug busts.
So successful was the operation in 2023 that we started receiving phone calls from other mayors throughout the state of California. Retail theft.
So today, he announced he's expanding those CHP surge operations to other parts of the state, including San Diego, Los Angeles, and the Central Valley. And while not all Oaklanders have welcomed the extra officers, police officials told our Lauren Toms they need all the help they can get.
California Highway Patrol's presence in Oakland is expected to fill an increased need for traffic enforcement in the coming weeks as Oakland Police prepares to slash its traffic safety division amid chronic understaffing levels. Oakland Police.
So remember, and you guys hear me rant about this every week, it's traffic enforcement that stops the bad guys, because the officers are stopping the cars for anything they can. Not necessarily writing tickets. You can give warnings all day long. You don't have to write tickets. They're looking for the guys to stop, the guys with warrants, the guys with guns, the guys with drugs, the ones that are going to run from them. If you're just some mom driving around, your registration is expired, most likely these guys are not going to cite you for that. They're going to give you a warning, make sure everything's cool, send you on your way. Okay, that's the way I would do it. That's the way I did it when I was looking at it, because I was looking for people to arrest, right?
Yeah,
and there were shootings, there was fights, there was chases. I mean, it was a lot of fun, actually. And in a patrol car, you can do that. And you know, I was unmarked, can't really do that very well, you know. But when you got the full get up on and stuff like that, a couple officers, you could be very, very proactive.
Mm-hmm.
Police Union President Wee Win tells me CHP's role in Oakland has primarily been traffic enforcement, giving more resources back to the department for patrol and investigations.
We're losing our traffic division. A motor officer that out there doing traffic enforcement, they are gone.
Currently, OPD has just over 500 officers, with about 6 leaving each month. At that pace, staffing could drop to 400 next year. And because 320 are required for patrols, few resources remain for specialized units like traffic enforcement.
It's tough when you show up to work and you are walking into a ball game that you're facing a loss because there are 200 calls standing, and you're showing up to citizens who are calling at the worst moment of their life, and you don't show up for hours later.
In his announcement, Newsom touted CHP's impact so far. Last year, CHP says its officers made more than 9,000 arrests and recovered nearly 5,800 stolen vehicles between Bakersfield, Oakland, and San Bernardino.
The community wants to see more, and we are trying to be responsive to the people we serve.
But CHP's elongated presence isn't welcomed by all. Felipe Kelly of the Ella Baker Center in Oakland says he's been pulled over by CHP officers twice within Oakland city limits in just the last 2 months. No citations, he says, were ever given.
That's
the more
right.
police that are circulating in Oakland, the more chances of people of color, poor white people being harmed by police officers.
He also points to the death of Dr. Marvin Boomer earlier this year, a beloved Oakland.
You know, let's stop right there. Let's talk about this dude. He got stopped for 2 times. Again, I'm looking to stop everything that moves. So I see a violation. It could be an expired tag, be tinted windows, it could be no front license plate. I don't care. I'm going to use the vehicle code to stop you. If you are up to no good, I'm going to try to determine that, and I'm going to try to take you to jail. All right. Because that's what it needs to be done.
Mark, let me interject real quick.
Please.
Those are called pretextual stops, and they are, for the public who don't know this, they are completely legal. The Supreme Court years ago has ruled that pretextual stops are legal.
Yeah, it's just, but see, they're always going to get the second side of the story, and I understand that. I mean, look, if the officers were totally rogue and doing stuff illegal, and believe me, Oakland and even the higher patrols had their issues with certain officers. These days, things are better. Transparency, camera, stuff like that. But again, there's always going to be that minority side that's going to say too much police is a bad thing. Remember, these are the same fools that were saying defund the police. I'm sure I don't know if he did it or not, but I'm going to assume. We all know right or left, conservative or progressive, we know that's the wrong terminology to use. You can't say that. I mean, you could say it, but you're just going to alienate one side versus the other. You know, more cops in Oakland is a good thing, and you want cops that are held accountable and transparent in what they do. And I know the Highway Patrol is very transparent in what they do. So I disagree with Mr.
Well,
Kelly.
yeah, it's unfortunate that he got stopped twice. I don't know what the circumstances were, and I don't know if the officers were polite to him or rude to him. I don't know what his motivation.
He doesn't say that. He doesn't say they were.
No, I know that. I'm just saying I don't know why he's saying that, because Oakland is on the verge of becoming a failed state. I mean, 400 officers, when that department clearly needs a minimum of like 1,500 officers. I thought they had like 100 calls pending, but I was way off. The president of the POA says 200 calls pending when they start their shift. That's ridiculous. There's no.
You and I agree. We're pretty moderate guys. We're not far to the right. We're not far to the left. But we all know that these activists out there, the activists running Oakland, have kind of thrown it into the dirt, because you have to enforce crime. You have to enforce the laws if you want respect. I saw a video of Oakland the other day, International Boulevard, cars electric bikes rolling around, some trucks smoking, another car doing a donut, middle of the day. There was nobody there enforcing that. I guarantee you, if there had been one or two Highway Patrol officers down there, there would have been, the chase would have been on, or the cars would have been stopped. And that maybe it used to be that way back in the day. And that's what you need. You need heavy enforcement of these areas where it's just gone lawless. So disagree with Mr. Kelly here. I think people like that attitude is more of the problem and make the town worse.
Oh, they've
unlivable.
They've emasculated. Oakland Police Department, OPD, was one of the premier agencies in the country, and it's been completely emasculated.
So, Mr. Kelly, unless they just totally pulled you over because of race, which, you should, if that's true, you should make a complaint. But get your tint off your car, get your front plate on your car, get your tags on your car correct, and give the cops no reason to pull you over. All right. Mm-hmm. You live in an area that a lot going on, and the cops are looking to find the bad guys.
Right.
Being harmed by police officers.
He also points to the death of Dr. Marvin Boomer earlier this year, a beloved Oakland teacher who was killed after a CHP pursuit ended when the suspect crashed into a residential neighborhood. Unlike Oakland police, CHP has the authority to chase vehicle suspects. CHP says the chase ended seconds before the crash. Darren White of the Oakland NAACP says that CHP...
Again, the CHP was not pursuing that guy. They had terminated the pursuit. The crook, 100% of that is the fault of the crook. The crooks are always at fault on the pursuits. And if there was no pursuit, the CHP had terminated the pursuit. That crook was driving like an idiot and killed that man. The police had absolutely no responsibility for that poor man's death.
And the attitude of not chasing crooks, and I know it's dangerous. I've been involved in innocent people being killed in pursuits before. I understand that trauma there. I do. But when you don't chase at all you're doing is signaling for the Wild Wild West that's going on.
You wind up with what you have in Oakland now.
Exactly, right now. So you gotta find a medium.
Yes, exactly.
Thank God the Highway Patrol is still chasing people. And I feel sorry for that gentleman's family, his friends, his family. I understand he was a good person, and he's a victim of crime, just like everyone else in Oakland is, of the thugs that are running around thinking they can do whatever they want.
Exactly.
It's not the Highway Patrol. And I hope, no matter what happens, I know people are always going to go after the state. There's big money there, or going after the PD. There's big money there. I hope the Highway Patrol just stands firm on this, and it's able to put it, because they're going to get sued by some cop hating lawyer out there who's going to be trying to sue the Highway Patrol. If they did something wrong, maybe that will come out. I don't think they did anything wrong from everything I've heard and seen. And like you said, I don't think the Highway Patrol was following all their procedures when this went down. The bad guy, maybe they can go after his family and his assets and try to come to some sort of, and maybe he should be locked away for the rest of his life. That's what I'm hoping anyway.
Must operate with more caution in Oakland, but that their support for public safety is essential.
Having extra boots on the ground that have been culturally receptive of the community that they're serving has been an added boost to reducing the crime that's in Oakland.
Newsom's announcement comes as President Trump threatens to deploy the National Guard to boost public safety in California cities. The governor says
That's
the state
illegal, by the
doesn't
way.
need military intervention, insisting California can handle the challenge on its own.
That this country needs to wake up to what's going on, and not just the authoritarian tendencies, but the authoritarian actions by this president. This cannot be normalized.
Millions
You know,
more
Steve,
Californians are about.
I talked to a reporter from CBS News about this the other day, and the first thing he asked me was, "Hey, do you think this is in response to Trump, threatening to use the National Guard?" And I said, "Look, it's all political." Everything's political. Everything Newsom does.
But Newsom's been dispatching the CHP to help cities out way before this National Guard nonsense.
Russo says nothing will change. Nothing will change, according to El Russo here. Yeah, I mean, but you understand what I'm saying, though? I think it's all political. Newsom's obviously jockeying himself for president, I guess.
Yeah.
2028.
So years ago, Sheriff Plummer, he gave Oakland PD 50 deputies for a month, ran up a hell of an overtime bill. I mean, he really pissed off, excuse my language, the Board of Supervisors, ran up this big old overtime bill. He said, "Here, use them where you need them. You got them for 30 days." And so this type of assistance from outside agency is nothing new.
And we got,
not a response to because of what the president had done.
The Highway Patrol, like I broke in West LA, I transferred up to San Jose. And, I came to the Highway Patrol in San Jose after being in LA. San Jose PD never really needed the state's assistance for much back then. And, you're a veteran of that area. And it never was one of those agencies, and any of the South Bay was any of those agencies that really relied on the state for very much.
Right.
Working in Oakland, Richmond, and parts of San Francisco, I became an investigator in the Highway Patrol. I learned that most of our resources were being sent to support the East Bay and those communities, and that was because they needed the help. We just did a story a few weeks ago where Vallejo was asking the governor, begging the governor, please, don't just do it for Oakland. We need it also, because of the problems they were having. All right, let's go over here. Steve, I don't know anything about this, so I'm going to let you just roll with it. Ladies shooting at stuff, apparently. I don't even know where this is at. I'll let you figure this one out.
Okay. Let's see.
You know anything about this?
Well, let's see what story this is. Mark, go ahead. Oh, yes.
Oh!
Well, new tonight, that video right there going viral shows a woman shooting at a home and people were inside. Police say the woman shooting the gun is Cynthia De Luna. This happened over the weekend. Now, in the video, police say De Luna, as you see here, goes up to the house and shoots once before the gun jams. And then just moments later, you'll see her bang the gun on the house, breaking a window. No one inside the home was hurt. Tonight, De Luna is facing charges of unlawful carry of a weapon as a convicted felon.
This was, I believe, in San Antonio, Texas, Mark. And I think she had gotten into, according to what the news report says, she had gotten into some kind of a verbal beef with the resident previously, and obviously was still angry about it. And as you can see what she did on the Ring camera there, and she's going to be facing some very serious charges.
Yeah. Well, she's got the red thing going there, right? I don't know. Is that MAGA or is it something else going on? I don't know. I just had to throw it out there. That's all I did.
I think it has to do with what she can fit into.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go to San Jose. We had an incident in San Jose. We'll go ahead and let them figure it out here. You can tell us what's going on.
Okay, we have a couple
County
of
District Attorney's Office. The case will also be monitored administratively by the San Jose Police Department's internal.
So what are we looking at here?
Well, I don't know which one that we have. Two really disturbing videos from San Jose PD that they recently
San
released.
Jose Emergency. Hello, San Jose Emergency. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Sir, what is the address you're at? Hello, can you speak into the phone?
Hello, are you there?
Yes, what's the address you're at?
Cataldi Park, near the pickleball courts.
This is really sad.
My son's dead. I need police quick. There's a man with a knife.
Okay, sir, calm down. You're at the park by the pickleball courts. What's going on?
So what's happened? What happened here, Steve?
This man, according to the San Jose Police Department, stabbed his 8-year-old son to death, and then called 911 and gave them a description, described himself, gave his own clothing description to the police, saying that somebody had stabbed his son.
Everybody get out of the park!
Sir. So this is him in the park then?
Yes, this is him. He's described himself.
One of you guys is going to out of the park! We're the pickleball area. We're currently trying to I don't mean to traumatize. I don't want to traumatize you. Sir, I need you to drop the knife. I don't want to traumatize anyone here, okay? So listen to me carefully. Whoever killed someone before needs to be here. I can't tell if that's a kid next to him or not. That's what he's done. Hey, what's your name? Son. Sir, I need you to drop the knife. No, I will not drop the knife. We got it. That's my son. Can you drop the knife so we can help him? Step away from your son so we can help him. Step away from your son so we can help him. He's gone. Huh? We need to help him. Listen to me. Don't come near me. Sir, you need to drop the knife.
So you got 3 officers. You got the one with this point of view where the camera's from. You got this officer to our left, and then you see another officer to the far left, right?
Correct.
So when they're approaching someone like this, Steve, obviously he's over the body of his son. Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yes, he's over the he's kneeling over the body of his son, who's according to the San Jose police had what they said horrific injuries to his face and his body from the stab wounds.
Did the son die?
Yes, he did. He was dead.
He was dead already. Oh, yeah.
He was dead already when the officers.
So officers here, tactic wise, obviously is
the officers don't know that he's dead. The officers don't know he's dead yet.
No, I understand that, but tactically, the officers, your point of view here on the officers, they're coming up on it from all different angles, and going to slowly kind of encroach in on this guy to see what happens.
Yeah, it looks like one of the I think the officer on the far left there has got a taser out, and then the other two off the officer and then the sergeant. I think the body cam here is from the sergeant. They have their guns out.
Tony's asking, do we have any motive?
No, he died, so that we were unable to get a motive from the man.
Sir, please drop the knife so I can help your son. Sir, please drop the knife. Please, I need to help your son. Just stand up and move over here.
Officers are trying everything they can to get this guy.
Stand up and do not go reaching for anything.
They're trying to
de-escalate. If you do not comply, deadly force may be used against you. Do you understand? Get up and move to your right, please. Sir.
At some point, you have to move in and do something, right? Because
yes,
you're thinking maybe the kid is still alive.
He could be bleeding to death. Exactly. We need to rescue him.
You want to go get your 40? I'm going to get up and I'm going to charge these guys. Do not do that or you will be shot.
And they do not know.
So he's saying, I'm going to charge you.
Sir.
Yes.
I want to help your son.
He said initially, have an officer who's already killed somebody shoot me or something like that. Something to that effect.
How old's the son?
He was like 8 years old, I think.
Oh my God.
Can you please get up and move? No, come here. I'm sorry, sir. Put the knife down. Put the knife down. I'm so sorry. I don't want to put the knife down. We don't want to hurt you. Force may be used against you.
Sir, put the knife down. And step away from your son.
Is that a gun?
Listen to me.
Put the knife down. Hey, we gotta push up and help this kid. I'm gonna shoot him with the bullet.
Got it.
Hey!
Red. Red. On.
I got traffic. You guys leave them. I got it.
Copy. You got it?
Hey, I'll hold on in. You guys push. You gotta
Okay.
reload. You gotta reload.
Hold on.
So
See,
you got a
now that-
reload going on. You also have a lot of what you and Scott talk about. You got to worry about what's behind you. Look what's behind them, right? A bunch of, I don't know what's behind those trees over their apartments, houses. What?
Yeah, it's an open park, playground. People
It's sad.
jogging.
Bad for the kid, obviously, and then
Yeah,
the
and-
officers got to see this.
Yeah, here the officers have to tactically split their forces to approach him, disarm him, and then check on the welfare of the child.
Got it.
Go.
So,
Go get your 40.
You're going to see the same thing. It's just
Same
from a
angle
different-
here.
from a
Right.
different-
Put the
a
knife
different
So
body.
we don't know. We don't know any motive of all family saying anything at all or anything
The
like
police
that.
department did not release any motive in their press release. They were just doing this as the transparency to release the body camera.
All right. And that's what we talked about, that like the police, don't like the police. This body camera transparency and the way that like San Jose PD and these other agencies that we cover here, they prep it. They tell you how the program works. The officer gets into the details. You hear the 911 call. So you're getting all the information in these press releases the way the cops get it. And now you're seeing how the cops responded to it. And I really think it's a good thing. I really do, because, there so many times police officers can be just assume that they did something wrong. And sometimes they do. But I'm saying that this transparency is a good thing, and educating people on what these officers go through. You imagine those officers they end up shooting that guy, and then they have to see the kid. And if you're a father of a child that age, that's going to stay with you for the rest of your life.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just horrible.
Yeah, and and it's a double-edged sword too, because when they release the body cam video, police violence, it's not pretty, even when it's completely justified and the officer is in a fight for his life. And sometimes officers wind up getting in trouble when they're completely justified in their actions, only because of the optics, because it did not look good. But violence is not pretty.
Are you seeing what Frank says here? Frank's saying the mom was on the news, said that she talked to both of them early in that day, and they're fine. She didn't know what happened. As a reminder, I personally don't watch a lot of these stories because I want you guys to get my full reaction as a retired CHP officer. Steve has seen some of these, and I know there's like 10 or 12 of you watching right now, and I appreciate join the comments, Facebook, Twitch, Kick. What else are we on? YouTube, obviously. If you want to jump in on the comments here, you can just jump in and join in on it. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go over to, again, I have not seen these, so Steve, you'll know what this is when we see it. Okay. Miami, right?
Yeah, this one, Scott found this story and posted it.
Scott, the guy in Greece?
Yeah, the guy in Greece.
Whoa!
Jarring new video tonight from Plantation Police of a drive-by shooting in broad daylight. Ring surveillance video showing that Mercedes coupe rolling up to a home on Northwest 85th Place and 1st Street. 4 people are seen coming out of the car armed with weapons before opening fire on that home. Investigators say this is actually connected to the shooting on I-95 that we brought to you as breaking news yesterday. They believe it happened at that shooting, 45 minutes after the shooting in Plantation.
Wow. So it's actually something that's gone on there. This is going to be some sort of retaliation, right?
Yeah, I don't know. And they did not. I went looking for a press release to try to find out more information, but there was no more information. So if anybody knows who any of these suspects are, send us an email at tips@fugitive.com.
So,
this happened in Florida, Mark.
Yeah. So they were talking about the freeway shooting, and in my own experience back in the 2011-12, they started having all the shootings along the SR4 corridor there, Antioch, Bay Point, Concord,
Oh,
right?
yes,
Pittsburgh.
I remember
So
that.
what the gang members were doing, because they were getting caught on the streets, killing one another, shooting one another, they started following their subjects, their targets onto the freeways, and then they would drive by on the freeway and start shooting because the camera coverage wasn't very good, and then they get in jurisdictions with Highway Patrol. So the state and the different jurisdictions started putting cameras up, and the CHP started doing all these shootings. I mean, I spent a lot of my times in Antioch and Pittsburgh as an undercover, just doing wire. They were doing wire monitoring. They have a suspect, and have the guy up on a wire. And I was one of the teams that would just undercovers that go around and follow the people on the wire and seeing who they're meet with and stuff like that. And then we would do these investigations for a month, 2-3 months, and then all of a sudden we'd make an arrest based on a shooting that happened on the freeway, usually gang related. And it's amazing though, the cameras obviously, and then the witnesses that come forward. But it reminds me, this is total retaliation. Is what it looks like to me.
Yeah, and up there you don't have a large municipal police department. You have this checkerboard. It's like the 101 in San Mateo County. You just have this checkerboard of small police departments or sheriff's office jurisdiction, unincorporated areas, and so it makes it harder to investigate.
All right, here we go. Sheriff Buford pursue killer.
Yeah, this is another one Scott found. This is going to date,
Sheriff Buford
date some of us.
Sheriff Buford Pusser, is that his name?
Yeah, this is going to date some of us. Scott used to watch
Tony Frank. Have any comments about the name on this guy?
Our office.
This is from the old Walking Tall TV show.
Produced evidence to present an indictment to the McNairy County Grand Jury for their consideration against Buford Pusser for the murder of his wife, Pauline.
A cold case that spanned nearly 60 years is now the closest it will get to justice.
My mind went straight to the gutter.
Finally get myself a closure after these 57 years.
Pauline Mullins Pusser was murdered in 1967 in what was reported as an ambush shooting. The only other person present, her husband, legendary McNairy County Sheriff Buford Pusser, is now considered the prime suspect.
Wow.
Sheriff Pusser was known for crime fighting, carrying a big stick, and his story made it all the way to the big screen in the 1973 film Walking Tall,
Yeah, I
the
remember that movie.
1975
Yeah.
sequel, and the 2004 remake starring Dwayne Johnson. There was also a short-lived TV show following Pusser's story. But beyond that spotlight, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation believes is a dark truth in Pauline's death.
This case is not about tearing down a legend. It is about giving dignity and closure to Pauline and her family and ensuring that the truth is not buried with time.
The TBI took a fresh look at the file packed with more than 1,000 pages.
The case file reveals inconsistencies in Buford Pusser's statements to law enforcement and others about Pauline's murder.
It was August 12, 1967, that then McNairy County Sheriff Buford Pusser reported he was headed out for a call about a disturbance, and his wife Pauline went along for the ride.
He claimed that a car pulled alongside his and fired several shots, killing Pauline and injuring him in what he claimed was an ambush intended for him and carried out by unknown assailants.
TBI investigators say that was not the case.
Pauline Pusser was more likely than not shot outside the vehicle and then placed inside the vehicle.
And they believe Pusser shot himself to cover it all up.
Dr. Ravel opines that the gunshot wound to Buford Pusser's cheek was a close contact wound, not long range, as Buford Pusser described, and likely self-inflicted.
The TBI delivered the news directly to Pauline's brother, who says he's relieved.
I think I can lay down tonight and have some peace in my mind.
And Pusser died in 1974, so this case will never play out in court, but soon anyone will be able to comb through the 1,000-plus page case file.
Yeah, so the TBI claims that they will be available once this case is officially closed. Now, you can watch the full news conference.
Wow. So at the time, was he considered a suspect at all?
No, and Mark, I don't want to offend anybody, but law enforcement
Go ahead. I do it all the time.
Law enforcement in the old Confederacy was notoriously corrupt in the 60s, and that's how he became sheriff, was to he was trying to
Can I stop you for a second? This is from Steve Ferdine. Bring the sap back, Steve Ferdine. That guy. Okay, all right, never mind. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, the previous sheriff was corrupt, and he came in, got elected on a platform of cleaning up the sheriff's department, and then he had the reputation of carrying the bat, and he was busting up bootlegging operations and gambling operations that were all going on under with the wink and a nod from the previous sheriff, and so he was a hero because he was going against the grain, and he was being an honest sheriff, which was not very popular.
You could take all those notes now, and they go through it, and you can even feed that into some AI programs and different ones and see what the conclusions they come to compared to what investigators have looked at too, just to see some different angles, because you want different eyes looking at this to maybe come up with some different perspective on what's going on. It'd be interesting when the files are released to see what some other people are going to do with that. I'm sure there's going to be some good YouTube documentaries on this, if not some.
I mean, this was not solved because of new technology with DNA or anything.
No, I know.
He said that the doctor said it was a contact wound, that he shot himself, and the evidence was there. So why wasn't this crime solved? 57 years ago.
Yep, that's a
good question.
Yeah, good question. Yeah, all right. Let's go to I don't know. These kids are being doped.
Board of Elections chair is stepping down from his position after he was arrested and charged for reportedly putting illegal drugs in his granddaughter's ice cream. James Yokley Jr. is now facing multiple drug charges, including felony child abuse and contaminating food with a controlled substance. Wilmington's police now say that Yokley called them and then told officers that he found the pills in his granddaughter's ice cream. Officials say video showed Yokley then slipping the pills into the desserts. Initial testing shows the drugs were ecstasy and also cocaine. Yokley, now a Republican, was appointed to be the chair of the Surrey County Elections Board of the state auditor just 2 months ago. He has since been released from jail on $100,000.
I know why Steve posted this story now.
Bond.
Queen City News Plus.
All right, so what's this dude? What is his deal?
What grandfather does that to their grandchildren? My goodness!
One who believes in conspiracy theories.
Again, this is alleged. He hasn't been. He's innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Wilmington.
But who does that? Geez.
I was in Wilmington a few years ago. It's a pirate town.
Is it really?
Harbor town. Yeah, it's pretty cool. My son's out at North Camp Lejeune. So we'll go down to Wilmington, beach town, pirate town, some old pirate wrecks off the coast. I think the North Carolina. Yeah, we saw the North Carolina there. Cool little town, actually. Interesting. Yeah, Grandpa's got some issues apparently, right?
Yes.
All right, so we got another one here in San Jose, and we'll go. We'll get it started here, and then let you jump in on it here.
Okay.
This community briefing is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved incident that occurred in San Jose. We are still at the very early stages of this investigation.
Fugitive Watch fan, by the way.
You can pass forward.
Fugitive Watch fan, by the way. The chief
reviewed. Instances like this involve a joint criminal investigation by the San Jose.
All right, so where are we looking at here?
Yeah,
he then fled back towards the rear of the residence. Officers retreated out into the street to create distance from the suspect and to give themselves time to formulate a plan to hopefully de-escalate the rapidly escalating situation.
You want to pause this
by
for a second,
immediately
Mark?
pointing a firearm at officers. The man.
So if you can see, Steve is Tony's already saying this one is nuts.
Yeah, the San Jose Police Department gets a 911 call from this suspect's family members who say that he's off his meds and he's being violent with family members, and they need the police to help them.
All right.
And but they don't tell him that he's armed like he's going to war. He has a rifle, a shotgun, 2 handguns.
Let's play it out, and then you can explain more as it goes on.
Okay.
Car.
All right.
That's you?
Who's that?
Is that him? Was that him?
Yeah.
The round.
So
this is back in July.
Yeah, he's living in an ADU in the back of the house, in the backyard. And when they went to go make contact with him, he came to the front door of the ADU in the backyard with a long rifle, and that's when the officers retreated, and they go back to their car to formulate a plan. And that's when he comes to the front yard and he shoots at them and hits a car.
Let's play out.
Struck the fender of the patrol car, which you can see in the photo on the screen. The individual then fled back towards the rear of the residence and out of sight. Additional officers had taken positions in the yard of the residence to the rear on the street behind the home of the incident. Officers positioned in the rear yard observed the man jump the fence into the backyard they were in. They could see he was now armed with a shotgun and a rifle. The man landed in an elevated area of the yard. An exchange of gunfire then occurred between the man and one officer who was positioned with additional officers in that yard.
Hey, stop right there! Silence the police! Stop right there! Shots fired, shots fired. Come on, the suspect's jumping on the other side of the fence.
The man ended up on the ground and in an elevated position from the officers above a raised planted area, making it difficult to see if he was still holding either of the guns. His partially concealed location created a challenge for accessing the man to check on his condition and approach him safely. When officers were able to approach him, they observed at least one gunshot wound and pronounced the man deceased at the scene. During the gunfire exchange, the man was struck by at least one of the officers' rounds. The man was in possession of 4 firearms and at least 50 rounds of ammunition when they contacted him. In addition to the rifle and shotgun, he had on his person a loaded revolver and a loaded semi-automatic handgun. Notably, he also had hearing protection in his ears, possibly indicating he was anticipating a gunfight with police. Details of the involved officer is as follows. One officer discharged their firearm during the incident. That officer had approximately 8.5 years of experience as a police officer.
Yeah,
the officer was CIT trained and had their...
Yeah, that's about it, Mark.
Okay. Well, I guess that looked like a 30. Tony's saying it does look like a 30-06, right? That bolt action there looks like a mountain, like a Mountain 700 or something, like a Remington. That one video there.
Oh, is that right?
That rifle, yeah, it looked like a hunting rifle. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's. We're moving on to Texas.
This is pretty wild. This occurred just before Christmas of last year, but the video was just released this week. And I believe this is a deuce.
We're looping
originally it was going to be a deuce stop.
It's going to be a DUI stop?
Yeah, I think the officer suspected him of being driving under the influence.
Well, he's driving a Ram, Texas.
He's trying to stop him, and the guy will not stop.
Driving a Dodge. He's from Texas. So there's 2 indicators he's drinking right there, right?
Any fool can carry a gun, State.
In San Jose, the guy would have a Raider sticker on. That'd be 3 for probable cause right there.
Yeah.
Right?
It's really sad, all the innocent people that were injured in this. And this is a highway patrol officer that's pursuing him. Actually, not a city police officer.
I'm sorry. Where's he going? Oh, he went inside the store.
He drove right into the JCPenney.
So people were injured in here?
Oh, he's running over all kinds of people, customers in the store. The officer is now running. He left his patrol cars running after him on foot, and the man's driving through the store, just running over people.
Oh, he's going to go all the way through.
Yeah, he did go all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good shoot at this point, right? I mean,
Well, not only is he shooting, but there's like 4 off-duty police officers from different agencies who were shopping, and they also opened up on this guy's truck.
they're all packing.
They were all carrying.
Wow.
There was like a school police officer, a Pauline city police officer, and a deputy sheriff. There was like 4 different officers off duty.
Was anyone killed?
I don't think anybody was killed, any of the customers, but the driver was he was killed in the gunfire.
I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow, he just rode right into the store. Okay, any sort of motive figured out on this one at all?
No, other than, like I say, they just suspected him of being under the influence when they were trying to stop him, and he's dead, so they can't ask him any questions now.
One of his families come out and said anything. And who is this guy? Have they identified him?
Yes, they did
Publicly?
identify him. Yes, if you go to our website, you can see a picture of him, and there's more information.
Oh, yeah, this is something I'd like to dig into. I'm like, who, why, what's his issue? You know, is there a history? Is there something going on?
Yeah, there's a little bit of body camera video of the officer searching the pickup truck after this all settles down, and you can see like a lot of prescription medication bottles, and I think there's a bottle of booze in there.
Wow. All right, let's go. I think let's see if I can find my. All right, we're gonna go to these
shootings in America that has
swatting
gone on
incidents
for
going on,
and now there is
epidemic going on here.
Yeah, this is
Swatting
something
hoaxes.
I did not. I was not aware of.
Over a week now, there have been at least 16 at 15 schools in 14 states. The latest alarm came today at the University of Pittsburgh. Scott McFarland reports there is a growing fear that a hoax could lead to very real danger.
The hoax in Pittsburgh today comes on the heels of similar hoaxes in Colorado and Arkansas. No shots were fired, but at Villanova last week there was running, hiding, panic, and fear.
It was pretty surreal. At first it was kind of like the shock and confusion.
Someone made a hoax emergency call, falsely claiming a mass shooting was underway, triggering a lockdown and emergency alerts campus-wide. It was on the day parents were dropping off students in Philadelphia. A CBS News review found at least 15 other universities have also recently been targeted by swattings. An online extremist group claimed responsibility to Wired magazine Wednesday, but an FBI official wouldn't comment on that report and tell CBS News the swattings remain under investigation. Former FBI agent Catherine Schweitz says swatters use encryption and internet technology to call in the fake threats, even adding fake gunshot sounds.
Well, we love technology, but technology allows us to hide what we're doing.
What's motivating somebody to want to do this?
I think the foreign actors are looking to create havoc and chaos in the United States. It's advantageous to our foreign adversaries to have our country in chaos.
A CBS News review of recent swatting prosecutions shows many of the culprits are foreign-based, and in dozens of cases they targeted public officials, members of Congress, and churches, creating chaos that drains law enforcement resources. Ryan Sands, a college sophomore in Washington, D.C., says students are worried who's next.
Even if it ends up being fake, just the fact that I went through that for hours is just daunting. I don't even want to think about it happening.
Your parents probably don't want to think about it either.
Nope, they do not.
An FBI official tells CBS News this is a growing phenomenon. The number of swatting incidents is rising nationwide, but law enforcement experts say college campuses are especially challenging. So many buildings and rooms to check before they know it's a hoax.
I haven't been following that
The
much.
shooting in Minneapolis is.
I haven't been following this issue.
Yeah, this is, Mark, as I have been saying for a number of years now, is that some of our adversaries are waging a warfare that we are still, historically, countries are always fighting the last war. They're fighting machine guns with cavalry, because they haven't caught up with technology yet. And our adversaries are conducting, in my opinion, have been conducting for a number of years, cyber psych-ops warfare against our country. And part of that is to cause chaos and divide the nation and make us weaker. And we have just not addressed it.
Right. I want to go ahead and we're going to go to this next one here. Sorry, guys, I'm a lot going on here. So that's a swatting one. Okay, and then that's us. I think that's it.
Is that it?
We did it. I think so. I want to, if you guys hold on for a second, I want to show you one thing here, though. I want to find it. Where can I find it at? Let's see. I'm losing people as we speak. Might have been one or two more, but I want to show you guys this video I made on my channel, Stolen 911, regarding that pursuit of with the grappler. And I made a little video. I made a little video about it with my dispatcher friend, and I wanted to show you guys this video. I want to get it on here. Hold on a second. This is that donut, the deputy who gets into pursuit with the donut in this car, and I love that guy. I absolutely love him. This is up in Washington.
This is new to me.
Behind county on 101. Thurston County deputies are in a high-speed pursuit with a stolen vehicle.
First things first, can we just point out the donut and coffee sitting on the patrol car's dash?
Yeah, that's me.
This deputy is an absolute legend. Now, what you're about to see isn't your standard pit maneuver. It's another evolution in pursuit technology. It's called the grappler. It's a high-end net that shoots out, wraps around the suspect's rear tire, and locks it up.
Wait, did he eat the donut?
This is exactly the type of situation this thing was designed for.
80, I'm going to go for a grappler. The unit is deploying the grappler. Contact has been made.
Good grapple, felony stop.
Good grapple. The suspect's rear axle is secured.
While a pit maneuver gets incredibly risky for anything over 35 to 45 miles per hour, the grappler can be safely deployed at much higher speeds, but should avoid an unpredictable spin.
Go back. This is one lucky motherfucker.
Look at that. Look at that. That is like, what is that? Is that a deputy outside of the car?
I looks like he's getting ready to throw out a spike strip, right?
I know. And then you got his patrol car over here, right? I'm pointing like you can see me. Okay. So yeah. And I'm just like, I saw, editing the video and I kept going, wait, what's going on here? But he is very lucky to be alive.
So many officers have been killed.
I mean,
out the spike strip.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, oh God, I don't know what, yeah, that was, I had to laugh about that. Thank God. But no, I love this story and,
go back. This is one lucky motherfucker.
It's a safer alternative that protects everyone on the road, and it's brilliant engineering.
The pursuit has been terminated safely. 2 suspects in custody.
Was this a real pursuit or this was staged?
74.
Mark?
Oh no, this
Check
is
out
real.
one of our
Yeah.
other videos or watch one about donuts.
Oh,
Don't forget to subscribe and check out our
running.
What's that?
I'm surprised the driver didn't take off running, that he just threw up his hands.
Yeah, well, I mean, where are they going to go on the freeway, right? And it's not California, but yeah. No, they that's a real one. We talked about it. I brought it up briefly on the on one of the shows earlier with Scott and stuff like that. Tony said you could need a tactical donut holder as a cop, right, Steve? Right, like that. And then Tony was earlier. Yeah, we were talking about swatting. I did get swatted when I was doing the podcast last week with the CHP. I got raided by ICE because I made a whiteout joke, but I've gone over that already. All right, so listen, if you want more videos like that, you can check out. Some of you are watching this right now on Stolen 911's YouTube.
I had a girlfriend once that liked swatting.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Just kidding.
Okay. All right. So
Never had a
hey,
girlfriend.
so yeah, you can check out my YouTube channel, Stolen 911, And then obviously you could find the website at where is it? Stolen911.com. I don't know. Anyway, I broke everything here. I broke the internet. All right. I broke it all. And you can find Scott and Steve at fugitive.com. Steve, everybody's guilty, correct, sir?
No, Mark. We want to remind all of our viewers.
Tony would agree they're all guilty.
We want to remind all of our viewers that any of the fugitives or suspects you see on any of our platforms are to be considered innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. And law enforcement wants to remind everyone, do not make any attempt to arrest, apprehend, or detain them. Law enforcement may consider some of these fugitives to be extremely dangerous. If you recognize any of these fugitives, have any information that you'd like to give us, email us at tips@fugitive.com.
Yeah, Tony, Steve is into swatting. That's it. Frank, Tony, El Russo, I appreciate you guys watching us and tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, whether you're on Fugitive Watch or Stolen 911. We appreciate it. Appreciate you guys checking in. Steve, thanks a lot. Scott's going to be on for a little while. So Steve and I will be here. And yeah, listen, man, if you got a Honda, make sure you check out the post of Stolen 911 and take some precautions if you got a newer Honda, because if you hear anything, please reach out to me through Stolen 911. All right. Bye, guys. See you later.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.